Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Spokane T24 Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. Just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your question to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. And this is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions throughout the week. The presentation is being recorded and will be available within about the week at the same website where you registered. I'd now like to turn it over to our presenters, and we are starting with Northwest University.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so excited as you're beginning your college search, and I'm excited to tell a little bit more about Northwest University. Alrighty. So Northwest University, we are a private Christian university located in Kirkland, Washington, which is a greater east side area of Seattle. And my name is Jareen Johnson, and I'm the Assistant Director of Recruitment at Northwest University. So I'm excited to share a little bit more about who we are. And a big thing about Northwest is we are very much committed to our mission statement. And our mission statement reads this: we, the people of Northwest University, carry the call of God by continually building a learning community dedicated to spiritual vitality, academic excellence, and empowered engagement with human need. That's a mouthful, so I'm going to explain a little bit more of what that means. We are a distinctly Christian university, meaning students who are looking at Northwest are looking to really pursue their faith and really receive a Christ-centered education, which really focuses on building theology and really strengthening identity and vocation, but also a Christ-centered community as well, where they're able to enjoy community with one another, with worship gatherings, life groups, and really spaces to really be together and really enjoy community in a space of faith. And with that is our academic excellence. At Northwest University, we have over 70 programs. There's a lot of different opportunities. You can definitely take a look at our website. But some of the more, some programs like at Northwest, we have programs like exercise science for students who want to go into physical therapy or occupational therapy, nursing, business, psychology for students who want to go into clinical counseling. We have programs in history and politics and English. And we also are launching several technology programs. Last year, we launched user experience and design and video production. This year, we launched computer science and data science, and next year, we're planning to roll out data science. And there's some incredible opportunities with all of those programs. And all of these programs are, in essence, to really focus on the human engagement, which is our empowered engagement initiative, to really focus on the compassionate care and really in service of others, where students really are experiencing what it means to have a global learning experience. So with that, students are able to travel. For example, our nursing students are able to travel to places like Kenya, Uganda, India, Taiwan, the Philippines, Alaska, where they're able to travel to developing communities to really provide human care and compassion. But Northwest is also committed to providing students to be work ready when they graduate from Northwest. So their resume is filled with learning experiences, professional paid experiences, and internships. And Northwest is located in an incredible location, just right down the street from Google headquarters. All of the places that the companies and organizations that we are surrounded, that are on this map, are because we have alumni that are currently working there. We have our professors and staff that have connections as well. Our chief information officer, as well as our dean of technology. They're actually executives at, they were executives at Microsoft. The Seattle Seahawks built our fitness center and our training fields. So we've definitely been able to have some incredible partnerships. Pre-med students have done internships at Fred Hutch Cancer Research Center, and our nursing students have a rotation at Seattle Children's. So these are incredible places for students to do these internships at. Just some really important dates. Our fall 2021 application is now open. Students can get started on that application process. The November 15th is our early action date. So students who do submit by then are able to submit the application for free. There's just a few other dates just to know. FAFSA does open October 1st, and we are open at Northwest for in-person visits, so you can definitely visit our campus in person. We also are having virtual visits, transfer events, one-on-one visits virtually as well. So we'd love to connect with you as you're interested in learning a little bit more about Northwest. The application pieces, we do require a biographical essay, which really shares a little bit more about your faith. The test scores, ACT or SAT, is optional for fall 2021. And students who are in high school can send in their high school transcripts as well as college transcripts if they do have credits that they are transferring in with. We'd love to continue to connect with you right after the session from 2 to 3 p.m. We have both myself and Tyler Perrin, who's an admissions counselor who serves all of Eastern Washington and greater Spokane area, will be available to talk a little bit more about Northwest University and other questions that you may have about athletics and music and art and all of the whole process. So I'm so excited. Feel free to join the link to connect a little later, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Next up, we have Whitworth University.
Hello, everybody. My internet's a little bit slow today, but we're going to do a great job of getting through most of this information. My name is Jason Tobeck, and I am the admissions counselor for this area, for the Spokane area, for Whitworth University. This first slide, I have a variety of ways. If I don't cover all the areas about the Whitworth experience and you have further questions, you can scan the QR code. There's a small link at the bottom of that you can use, or the direct Zoom link is there as well. But the things I can cover about Whitworth, it's a private liberal arts Christian college in North Spokane. We have an education of both rigorous academic pursuit of the mind, but also because of the size of our campus and the personality and the desires of our faculty and staff, there's also great relationships that are developed on campus. Those relationships are the way students' hearts are changed as well. And a visit to campus is probably your best way to get a taste for how that actually works and unfolds. The size of our campus also plays into, I think, the quality of the education. Whitworth has constantly been between 22 and 2,300 students. That's the sweet spot for us that allows us to maintain that 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio and to keep our class settings smaller. You can see 86% of our classes are less than 30 students. For us, we do believe a smaller class setting plays into the quality of the education that Whitworth offers. And we're excited to show that to you as well if you have a chance to visit campus. You can see that our first year incoming students, these are the numbers from this class that just came in. The middle 50% of our student body, or that class, is from a 3.5 to a 4. That just tells you that there are 25% of our students that are above the 4 coming in, and 25 that are below a 3.5. So we look at all students, consider all students. We also like students that are taking AP and honors and college and high school and IB programs. Those courses will be weighted when we get your transcripts on a 4.5 scale and reapply to your GPA. It allows us to have a slightly higher GPA because of the courses you've chosen, and we can offer a slightly higher academic scholarship because of those choices. So well done if you're taking those classes. Continue down that path and you'll see some positive results from Whitworth stance. There's some additional information. I'll talk a little bit about test scores in a moment. Here's a look at we've got about 100 different majors and minors at Whitworth. Take a quick look to see if we can offer the things you're looking for. I think we do an outstanding job. Though we're a relatively smaller campus, we can offer most students an academic pursuit that they're interested in with a college experience that fits their desires as well. In addition to outstanding academics, we have outstanding athletics as well. It's NCAA Division III affiliated. We have been the most dominating athletic department in our conference for the last 12 years, and arguably the 13th year. Last year we were on track to win it again, but they did not offer the trophy last year because of COVID. There's 11 women's sports, 10 men's sports, totaling 21 varsity opportunities. So great academics, great athletics. We also do a bang-up job with art, music, theater. We built a new art building around a decade ago. We put $11 million into our music building a couple years ago, and we just finished remodeling the backstage of our theater facility. So all of those things I've mentioned are areas that we desire to be the best we possibly can be. And I think you'll be really impressed if you have a chance to come to campus. How to apply and open the door at Whitworth. Our applications are all free. We have a Whitworth application, a common application, or there's an Act 6 application as well. We don't have a preference. Whichever one works best for you is fine with us. There's no cost to apply, and then we only need your transcripts. Once we have those two things in, your application will be complete at Whitworth. We do accept test scores and we accept letters of recommendation, though those won't hold up your application this year. The completion will be transcripts with the application. 2 dates to highlight. November 15th is our early action deadline. I'd love to see all of the application come in that have interested students by that date. You can apply after, but there are some nice perks that come from that as well. And then FAFSA is coming up soon, so be sure that you're getting that submitted as well. All of our financial aid is offered to first-year students. You can see the average is around $35,000 for a first-year student, and then these are some of our academic and other scholarships that are available. If you have further questions, I'm available on Zoom at 2 o'clock. Hope to see you there. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Up next, we have Gonzaga University.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Carrie Weeks, and I'm Associate Director of Admission here at Gonzaga, and I'm happy to share a little bit about the university. Gonzaga is a private liberal arts Catholic university in the Jesuit tradition, and the Jesuit education is really world-renowned for its holistic development of mind, body, and spirit. And at Gonzaga, that's what we focus on, cura personalis, the care of the whole person. That's a Latin term. Gonzaga is a top 21% nationally ranked university, and we educate students from many different faith backgrounds for lives of leadership and service for the common good. We're located in Spokane, just across the river from downtown. One of the most important things to note with that is that we're really close to internships and opportunities for shopping and restaurants and more just easy access into the city. Gonzaga is a medium-sized university with just over 5,300 undergraduate students, and they hail from almost all 50 states, as well as about 40 countries. About half of our population is Catholic, the other half are mostly other Christian denominations, some are other religions, and some have no particular religious background. So we have students from about 24 different faith backgrounds, and our faculty and staff mirror this religious diversity. We offer over 75 different majors and programs in the 5 colleges that you see on your screen there. There's a real emphasis on interdisciplinary learning and hands-on experiences such as internships, research, field work. We have an average class size of 22 and a student to faculty ratio of 11:1, and faculty are teaching all of our courses and labs. So we're really able to offer personal attention and advising. And in fact, we are ranked in the top 5% nationally for best undergraduate teaching. We have happy students with 94% of them continuing after their first year, and successful graduates with the class of 2019 saying that 94% of them were working, they're in grad school or doing full-time service work. We also offer a very supportive environment. About 83% of our students come from over 200 miles away. And so there are many different opportunities. It's a very active campus. We offer 130 different clubs and organizations. We have strong residence hall communities, over 800 student leadership positions, so ZAGs really get involved. And we have speakers and dances and cultural festivals, service options, very active intramural and club and Division I athletics. And we also have many optional retreats and advocacy opportunities for students. We provide excellent resources. You can see a number of those listed on your screen, such as our Center for Student Academic Success, which includes our Disability Access Office for students with learning differences. We have free tutoring in over 20 different subject areas. And I'd also like to highlight our Unity Multicultural Education Center and our Lincoln LGBTQ+ Resource Center. They fall under the Diversity, Inclusion, and Community and Equity Office, and they are both great resources and a home away from home for students from these communities, as well as excellent places where students can share their leadership gifts. We use the Common Application for admission, and we also use the Act 6 Leadership Scholarship application, and you only need to fill out one of those two for admission. And that's also how we determine merit scholarship. Both of those applications are due December 1st. Any students interested in nursing and engineering do need to list that on the application and be admitted into that major, so those are direct entry. We are test optional for the class of 2021, and that is for all admission to all majors, to the honors program, for all scholarships as well. Our middle 50% of students that were admitted this last year were between a 3.53 and a 3.9, and that's an unweighted GPA, though we do consider the difficulty of curriculum along with other holistic factors such as writing, extracurricular activities, and also character. December 1st is also our priority award deadline for the FAFSA and accessing any federal, state, or need-based aid. And if a student is unable to file a FAFSA and lives in Washington, then they can file a WASFA to access aid, both state aid and Gonzaga aid. 99% of our students received, first-year students received merit scholarships. And then we also offer many other separate application scholarships, such as the honors program Gonzaga Leaders and that Act 6 Leadership Scholarship that I was mentioning that covers tuition as well as a student's financial need. Additionally, Gonzaga University is committed to providing grants and scholarships to cover the cost of tuition for first-year students who have a permanent address in Washington and qualify for the federal Pell Grant through filling out a FAFSA. Many times college-bound students fall under that category, but it's also wider than just college-bound students. So I hope that this has given you kind of a taste of the Gonzaga experience. I encourage you to attend our full session at 2 p.m. You can see our Zoom link there. You might want to take a little picture of it with your phone. Also, you should be getting emails from all of us as we, or you get an email that has the links for all of our presentations. So check your emails as well after this presentation. I look forward to your questions at the end. Go Zags!
Thank you. And next we'll hear from Seattle Pacific University.
Hi, I'm so happy to be with you guys today. Let me just pull up my PowerPoint. We're gonna go to the other side of the state, over to Seattle, to talk about SPU. My name is Kat Berg. I'm one of the admissions counselors here. And just to start, we are a private liberal arts university in Seattle. We're in Queen Anne specifically, and we're a Christian university. We are founded in 1891, so we've been around for a while, and our average class size is 21. So you'll be known in the classroom, and also we're a little bit of a smaller community with about 2,717 undergrad students, and then we also have graduate programs as well. These are photos from our campus. It's beautiful there right now. And like I said, we are located in Seattle. Seattle has become a world-class city with the sports that we have to offer, the music, the arts and culture. It is also a great opportunity for students to be able to do internships with different tech in the area, such as Google and Microsoft and Facebook, as well as great businesses. Some of the best Fortune 500 companies in the world are located here and they have their headquarters in Seattle. We also have great healthcare opportunities for those wanting to go into nursing or into pre-med, and so much more. We are only minutes away from downtown, about a 10-minute bus ride from Queen Anne. So you'll be able to be in the business of Seattle, but also come back home to Queen Anne, which is a sweet little neighborhood that has the best coffee, I think, in the city as well. We have inspiring academics. We want you to be challenged in your time here, and with a 13-to-1 student ratio, not only will you be challenged, but you'll also have a chance to get to know your professors in a way that you wouldn't be able to in a bigger university. You'll be able to have really in-depth conversations with them after class or at coffee, and then also be challenged in the essays you write and the labs that you'll be in. All these are to make sure that you're able to join the over 90% of alumni that are able to get jobs right away after graduating or going to grad school right away. 95% of our alumni say that SPU met or exceeded their academic quality expectations, and we hope that you could be a part of that. We also offer study abroad with over 300 locations to choose from and have been nationally ranked 5 years in a row. And like I said, we are a Christian university. For us, that means that all of our staff and faculty are Christian. Our students come from all different backgrounds, but we do have a way for you to grow in your faith, including chapel once a week. That is optional, and different worship services throughout the week, as well as serving our community through different volunteer opportunities and being able to serve the world globally with different mission trips as well. Our student life is something that we love, especially now that students are back on campus. We are NCAA D2, and we have intramural programs for those who don't quite want to play on the collegiate level. We have over 45 clubs on campus, from culture clubs to clubs about your major to clubs that you're just interested in, and different ways to get involved in student leadership. It's really easy to get involved with a club, like becoming a club president or becoming a resident advisor or anything in between, just to make sure that you are able to reach your full potential and really get a feel for what it'd be like to be a leader on campus as well. Our city itself, Seattle, is very diverse, and we want to make sure that our campus represents that. So 51% of our students from last year were from underrepresented groups, and 43% of our students are first gen. So if you're coming from first gen or underrepresented group, we have ways to support you so that you feel that you have a community on campus as soon as you step foot on SPU's campus. For applying this year, it's a little bit different. We are SAT and ACT optional. We are on the Common App, and we do have our own SPU specific app as well. We will need your official transcripts, and those are really the two things that we need. We do recommend having letters of recommendation or doing an interview this year, just because we are test optional and we want to get to know you as best as possible. And really what we're looking for is to make sure that we're a good fit for you and you're a good fit for us. Our early action deadline is November 1st, so sooner than we know, and then regular decision is January 15th. If you're able to get it in by January 1st, you'll be able to have everything back by December, January, and so definitely recommend that, just so you can kind of start clearing your head and getting those answers of where you want to go to college, and we hope it's here. And next steps is really figuring out scholarship money. We have actually had a tuition decrease this year. And so our scholarships will kind of match that. We've gone down 25% in our tuition. And so for our merit-based scholarships, they'll be based off of your application and just how well-rounded we see you, and then also financial aid. So we will come back and give you an award for merit-based, and then these are our additional scholarships as well. And we do offer Falcon Bound, which is college bound equivalent for students that have a 3.0 or higher. And then this is the team. And then if you want to join us later for a chat, feel free to do so.
Thank you. And up next, we'll hear from Cornish College of the Arts.
Hello, everyone. How's it going? My name is Taylor Bednars, and I'm with Cornish College of the Arts. I'm also a graduate of the program, which is a really exciting thing. But for those of you that aren't aware, Cornish is a 4-year visual and performing arts college located in Seattle, Washington. We are over 100 years old. We were founded in 1914, and we're one of the few arts colleges in the country where visual and performing arts actually study together. Our college's founder, Nellie Cornish, founded this school before she was even allowed to vote in our country. And many of the artists who followed her believed in the education through exposure to all of the arts. We have been the birthplace of a lot of what brought arts culture to Seattle, Washington, including the entire invention of modern dance, some of the forefront musicians behind experimental compositions, and some painters who are the only people to ever win a Venice Biennale painting as an American. Our mission is to provide students aspiring to become practicing artists with an educational program of the highest possible quality, while in an environment that nurtures creativity and intellectual curiosity. Cornish prepares students to contribute to society as artists, citizens, and innovators. And we realize this mission by offering professional degrees that leads to public presentation, artistic criticism, as well as discussions of all of the arts. Our creative degrees are designed to build skills that artists need to navigate the professional landscape of the 21st century. We have a strong emphasis in both critical thinking, problem solving, collaboration, and the generation of new work. Our students focus in a variety of different disciplines, but the primary focus is going to be in traditional interdisciplinary work as well as experimental art forms. Our faculty are working professional artists who guide students through individualized mentorship and help them develop professional skills and connections. It is a requirement at Cornish that as a professor, you must be an active and practicing artist. The Cornish community is dedicated to small classes, mentorship, personalized instruction. We have an average class size of around 13, and our student to faculty ratio is 1:7. Artists studying at Cornish receive direct and personal instruction based on the type of artist or performer that they want to be. We get them involved beyond their classroom. Our urban campus is also immersed in arts and culture of Seattle. It's one of the world's epicenters for the visual and performing arts, and it makes it an ideal city to pursue your artistic education. Cornish is at the forefront of a lot of these events and opportunities. And Seattle is actually the 4th largest arts scene in the United States, hosting some of the country's best live music, theater, dance companies. And its popular music scene has garnered international and national attention. About 20 live theater venues are around, and as well, we have Pioneer Square, which is one of the country's most predominant art gallery districts. Here you'll see a list of resources and many places that our students gain connections with and eventually will oftentimes begin working for. But we're home to a variety of these incredible resources like the Fifth Avenue Theater, which launches a lot of the country's new great American musicals. as well as the Seattle International Film Festival, which launches the careers of many young filmmakers. The Seattle Art Museum, the Upstream and Bumbershoot Music Festivals, just to name a few of them. But especially Seattle is thriving in a professional community as well. We're one of the most in-demand creative communities based on the large tech companies we have. But the thing is that of the other cities that have as large a need, we are about 1/3 the population. So the demand is extremely high, and we are excited to be able to provide those professionals of the highest caliber to these resources. Our urban campus is located right in South Lake Union. It's surrounded by creative agencies, architecture, design firms, nonprofits, all within walking distance. You will find Cornish alumni as well as many others prepared to showcase their innovative work. We have 12 amazing buildings, and all of which are located right in the city square. Our students at Cornish receive an access to a ton of creative spaces. The entire college is built around them. And so regardless of your discipline, you'll be able to invest in many different media, as well as later on in your education, you'll receive your own private dedicated studio spaces. The same will also go for performing artists, except for we have incredible sections, including our iconic Cornish Playhouse located in the Seattle Center. Our residence halls, Cornish is actually really lucky to train students from 38 countries, many of them living in the Cornish Commons. There's many amenities for these students as well. We offer several degrees, as well as degrees in animation, arts, interior design, UX, as well as all of our performing arts, being music, theater, technical theater as well. In 2019, Cornish was the first arts college in the United States to actually lower its tuition. We went down to $32,000, and Cornish awards 95% of its students with merit-based scholarships. They're automatically applied to the entrance of the student. For our application,
all right, thank you so much, everyone. And our last presenter for this hour is St. Martin's University.
All righty. Hello, everyone. Let me get this going. There we go. My name is Abby Cariotti, and I am one of the senior admissions counselors who gets to work with students from the Spokane area. St. Martin's University is a small private Catholic Benedictine university. That being said, you don't have to be Catholic to attend by any means, but we were founded in 1895, so we're just celebrating our 125th anniversary, which is really exciting on campus. So St. Martin's itself is located in Lacey, Washington. We are kind of right in between Seattle and Portland. It's about an hour and a half to Seattle, of course, depending on traffic, and about 2 to Portland. So it's really nice for our students to be able to kind of bounce between cities if there's events that they want to attend. We're also only 5 miles from the Washington State Capitol building. So there's lots of opportunities for internships and jobs for students post-graduation. So a lot of our students take advantage of being so close to the Olympia area. St. Martin's campus itself is located on 380 acres. So we sit on a beautiful plot of land where there's lots of trails and lots of places for our students to be outside and to just really enjoy the nature of St. Martin's. We have a lot of students who love to run, and you can go on a nice long run and still be on campus, which is really nice. So it's definitely a beautiful place for you to come check out. As far as our programs offered on campus, you can see all of them listed here. We are a fairly small campus environment, so we have about 1,300 students, 1,300 undergraduate students, 200 to 300 graduate students as well. So our classes consist of typically a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So you are getting that smaller class size and a lot of one-on-one time with your professors, a lot of one-on-one attention with them. Some of our top majors on campus are our mechanical and civil engineering programs, nursing, exercise science, and education. So lots of different options depending on what you're interested in. One of the great things is, especially like with our engineering programs, for example, you can earn your master's on St. Martin's campus within 5 years. So really great opportunities that way, and then having those smaller class sizes. We also did just do a $3.5 million renovation on our new nursing wing. So brand new, it just opened, and we're really excited to have that new facility for our students. A little bit more about life on campus besides what major you choose. So we have 40 plus clubs and organizations that you can join. And this is anything from more cultural based clubs. We have our Hawaii Club, which is actually our largest club on campus. They host a huge luau every year. It's super fun, lots of great food and dancing. We also have more academic-based clubs, so we have biology club or chemistry club. A lot of our students that are interested in pre-med tend to go with those emphasis. And then we just have some fun clubs. So we have a brand new gaming center, so we have a gaming club, we have a Harry Potter club, lots of different options, and you're always welcome to start a club if there's something that you're interested in. In addition to clubs and organizations, we are NCAA Division II athletics, which means that we do offer some scholarships for our athletic programs. If that is something that you're interested in, I would be happy to put you in contact with one of our coaches. So feel free to come hop on the Zoom with me afterwards, and we'll get your contact information, and then you can kind of start talking with coaches, send some game video, that kind of thing. In addition to clubs and sports, if you're interested in staying active on campus, we do have intramural options with intramural basketball, soccer, volleyball. There's intramural Nerf archery, which is super intense. Like I mentioned, you don't have to be Catholic to attend St. Martin's. We have 26 plus faiths represented on campus, and we're a very welcoming community. We really like to celebrate all the different faiths. So we have a Muslim prayer room on campus. We have lots of different types of prayer rooms. We also have the Abbey Church. If that's something you're interested in, you're welcome to attend Mass. But other than one religious course, there's no other requirements on the faith part of campus. In addition, we also have 34% first-generation college students on our campus. We always like to emphasize you don't know what you don't know. So if you ever have a question about something throughout the admissions process, please feel free to reach out and ask. That's what we're here for. We're here to help. Alrighty, so why St. Martin's? So 90% of our students are placed within 6 months, and that placed word means that we have you into grad school or in a job within your field within 6 months of graduation. And we're very, very proud of that, but we want to continue to do more, and we want to get that up to 100%. So St. Martin's actually just is starting this brand new program. It's brand new this year, so any incoming student will be able to partake in it. It's called the Saints Promise. And with the Saints Promise, if you come into the university and you start working with our Career Center, you'll sign a contract with them saying that throughout your 4 years, you're gonna work on your resume and your cover letter and attend certain events, and you will attend like an etiquette dinner, for example. But by attending all of those events and doing the steps of the Saints Promise, we guarantee that you will be placed in a job or in grad school within 6 months of graduation. And the promise is that if you're not placed in job or grad school, we guarantee a 3-month paid internship. And it's that guarantee of, hey, we are here to help you reach your goals, and we are guaranteeing that we will help you. With that 3-month paid internship, it's great because it is a great resume builder. It's also going to be a great chance for you to maybe continue on and be employed with that company after those 3 months. So there's lots of different opportunities with that Saints Promise, and just saying like, hey, you're coming to school for a reason and we're here to help. Here is our application checklist so you can see what you need to apply. We are test optional, so just keeping that in mind. But we are on the Common App, or you can apply on our website. And then here is my contact information. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And then I will also be on a Zoom after to answer any follow-up questions as well. Thank you.
All right, thank you everyone. I'm going to go ahead and open it up to the Q&A. So go ahead and pop your questions into the Q&A. We have about 7 minutes for our panelists to answer those questions. They can read them out and then answer them live on air.
Do you want us to read the questions, or are you reading the questions, Joelle?
You'll read them.
Okay, I'll start with the first one and anybody else can jump in on this. There's a question about, do schools have a pep band or a drum line? There is a Gonzaga pep band that plays with both the men's and women's basketball teams. They travel with them. We actually have a drum line, though we do not have, so we have a drum line, but we don't have football, so we don't have like performances for that, but I'm gonna let other people pop in to answer that.
I will just echo Carrie. We also have a pep band. So we have the NCAA Division II with basketball. So that's kind of where our pep band performs.
We do not have a pep band, but we have a ton of music studios. We're primarily for generative music development. So we're usually going to be driven towards ensembles and percussion.
Yeah, we're similar in that way. We have a percussion ensemble, but not a pep band.
And the same with Whitworth, lots of ensembles to choose from, outstanding music, but not a formal pep band.
And Northwest is similar with orchestra and a couple of other bands, percussion, and then also audio production studios as well.
So there was also a question about, are there any ROTC programs for Army National Guard? Gonzaga offers an Army National Guard, an Army ROTC program with full 3-year and 4-year scholarships. And actually it's a combined program between Gonzaga and Whitworth. So the Bulldog Battalion is between our two schools. Anybody else want to chime into that?
St. Martin's does offer an Army ROTC program as well, and we partner with Pacific Lutheran University, so we partner with them for that.
Northwest University as well as SPU have a partnership with University of Washington's Army and Air Force ROTC program.
Cornish offers a lot of VA benefits and everything, so we do a full yellow ribbon offer for students coming into the program.
I think we covered everybody. Does anybody want to chime in on photography courses, offering some photography classes? I know GU offers a couple, but we don't have a full program, so others talk, please.
Cornish offers really incredible state-of-the-art studios, darkroom, pretty much everything that you could really want to pursue a professional photography degree, as well as working professionals for directed mentorship for it. It's going to be within our art and our design program. You will ultimately be able to flex your degree depending on whether you would like to go for a graphic design focused magazine spread, or if you're looking for the fine arts gallery focused for photography.
Whitworth is similar to Gonzaga. We've got several courses you can take in photography, and you can pursue that with partnership with maybe some other disciplines. That would be a good marriage. And then I'll also just say a word on the faith. If I understand the question about you have to have faith to attend some classes, at least with Whitworth, all the faculty and staff are Christian, but students can really be wherever they're at in that regard. A lot of our students are Christians, but we've got many other faiths represented, and even students that aren't pursuing any particular faith, they're at Whitworth for a different reason. If anyone else wants to answer that as well.
Sure, I'll respond to that one as well. We have students from many different faith backgrounds. You're not required to attend chapel or attend mass at Gonzaga. You're welcome to. We also have prayer rooms for our Muslim students. We have a Jewish Bulldogs Club. So we support students in all of their faith backgrounds.
I'll echo that as well, that we support students and any and all faiths are welcome in any and all classes.
So Northwest University, we are a distinctly Christian university, so meaning that we do require a statement of faith. It's not better or worse, just different experience. So students, they have opportunities to engage in chapel, whether it's midweek services, worship nights, small group gatherings. So it really just depends on what students are looking for to really pursue their faith. So if that's something that you're interested in, Northwest might be a really great option for you.
And Cornish is not a religious-based program. We do have lots of clubs and opportunities for students to connect based on faith. But as a college, we do not abide by any specific faith.
There's another good one of how many colleges here offer study abroad options. So St. Martin's does. We have 26 different countries that you can study abroad in, and we do offer with our sister schools where your merit scholarship would transfer over, so you would have some scholarship while you're studying abroad. If anyone else wants to go.
Yeah, Gonzaga offers over 60 different programs. Your tuition stays the same if you're doing a semester-long program that's Gonzaga sponsored as well, and you get to take your financial aid with you. We have a second campus in Florence, Italy. That's our most popular, but we have lots of programs throughout.
Our scholarships are the same way, where it will transfer over for your study abroad. We also have programs where you can go for a few weeks and go with your professors as well, which are really popular.
Whitworth has about 60 countries that our students will travel to, and about 52% of our graduates do study abroad.
Fantastic. Well, we are at time, everyone. So I'm just going to make a few remarks and wrap things up. And if we didn't get to your questions, the presenters do have everyone's contact information, so they'll be able to follow up with you following this meeting. I want to thank again everybody for joining us, presenters, participants, all. When you close this window, you'll have a link to a quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. And this, again, was just one of many sessions happening all week, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as all the other sessions that maybe you weren't able to attend, available as well. So with that, thank you all and have a great day.